What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another War Thunder video. Some of you have been wanting some more airplane videos, so here we are with the G.56. This is an Italian 5.3 fighter. It comes in with a very high repair cost, and that's probably the biggest drawback to this plane. It has a maximum repair cost of 38,716 silver lines. So if you do poorly, it'll cost you, quite literally. In today's video, we've got highlights from two matches, one before the 1.75 patch and one after the 1.75 patch, and you will notice a stark difference in the vehicles that we were facing, or rather, where they are on the map. Right now is an excellent time to be flying this aircraft, not because anything has changed with the aircraft itself, but rather the fact that a lot of what you will face is American planes, mostly 82s and 84s. They're being spammed out in ridiculous numbers. So you get the opportunity to get a lot of easy kills, and that really makes the grind for the unlocks much more tolerable. I did all of my grind back in the day when this came out, mostly in arcade, if I believe. It's an excellent plane. You get 3 20mm cannons with 800 rounds of ammunition, so you can shoot these guns all day long and not run out. And we run into our first premium plane. This is the SO-8000 Narval, and he sees me diving, so he does the worst thing he could possibly do and pitches up to me. Now, a Narval, although I don't have it, I have flown against it, and I've taken it out for a test flight, so I know just a little bit about it. It's terrible climb rate. It's heavy. It's not the type of plane you want to be doing a vertical maneuver in that position, where you're basically stalling yourself out, leaving me and my potato aim for an easy kill. You may notice at the bottom of the screen I have been fiddling around with manual engine controls. I do recommend playing around with mech if you aren't familiar with it. It allows you to use WEP for a lot longer. It allows you to abuse your engine a lot longer. It gives you more time in the air, because it'll take longer to cook your engine before you have to return to base. So all in all, it's a really good option. Pop my smoke, well, just letting the Spitfire know that I see him coming, but I'm not gonna go after him. Not when he's got that kind of an altitude over me. If I go up after him, he'll probably go in the vertical and stall me out. That's the last thing I want to be doing. So, I'm going to wait for him to make the first commitment. After all, it's not just me up here at altitude. I got a number of friendlies in the area. Always check your surroundings. You never know when someone's going to pop out out of the clouds. And the spotting distance isn't what it used to be in War Thunder, so keep that in mind when you're up here at altitude. So he selects the 109 as his first target, Noob Troll 06. That's a perfectly logical option to go for. But the 109 dives away. Spitfire doesn't want to give up all of his altitude, so he breaks off. He booms away and extends. You see just a little bit of lag there from where I want the plane to go and where the rudder allows it to go. That's the only thing that I dislike about this plane. Got a neg G on our hands. Let's see how that works for you, buddy. Right into your cockpit. Yeah, the little bit of rudder authority that it lacks is the only thing that I dislike about the G.56, as far as the flight model goes. The other thing, of course, is the absurd repair cost on this vehicle. It's 38,716 silver lines for a fully upgraded plane. It's ridiculous. It's kind of the way Gaijin has manipulated the player base into keeping certain planes from being spammed out. And if the G.56 were spammed out like some of the other vehicles in the game, I don't think the Allied teams would ever win a game. Especially with all of the bomber and now the attacker spam with the 82 and 84s being flown out in such ridiculous numbers. This match would end with 3 kills for me. I would go in pursuit of the Spitfire that you see in the distance, but I would get there just a little bit too late. But with 3 kills, end up with 59,000 160 silver lines, and 4,500 in research points. So even though this thing does have a very high repair bill, you can definitely make up for it with a couple of kills each game. Welcome back to 1.75 now, and you guys notice a difference? Suddenly the narwhals aren't down at a kilometer, they're actually up at altitude because they now have an air spawn. So now we no longer are clubbing narwhals. Well, at least the ones that are bothering to climb. The ones that are ground pounding with their rockets and bombs are still going to be useless. But that'll never change. You see how maneuverable this vehicle is? I liken it to a Spitfire of sorts. This is like an Italian Spitfire. Get plenty of ammo, 800 rounds, you can spray a little bit. And we got another narwhal up here. Just maneuvered out of his way. And like I was saying, this thing is super maneuverable. It really is like a Spitfire. He pulls up, goes in the head-on with the G55. Try not to hit the G55, but 55 gets shot down by the narwhal. Take him out, and we got two more to deal with. These guys are relentless. What do they want me? How badly do they want me? Go for the 109, guys. Leave me alone. I'm not a threat, honest. General wants me. The PB-4Y bomber up here. Screw it, let's go get him. Come on, Narwhal, how welcome to turn. Not too bad, actually. Narwhal's not too bad. But it's not G.56? Well... my god, this thing. And he's out of here. I think we showed him that we can maneuver with him. But he doesn't want me. So we follow him down a little bit and we find ourselves in the crosshairs of a ceasefire and they head on. Yeah, I'm not afraid of that. 320 mils. Narwhal coming up in a head on. Yeah, let's avoid that. I generally don't recommend going head on versus a plane that has 6 20mm cannons. I mean, you know, self-preservation seems like a smart thing to do. But the Allied take the kill. Good job, K4. And we're off and running again. PB-4Y goes down. Got another narwhal down here at a low altitude. Let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit. He was running for a while. He was trying to make it back to base, but he realized that we were going to catch him, so he eventually turned around and was going to fight us. And you know what? Good on this guy for not just running back to the base. But like the other narwhal, he wants to go head on, and I'm not going to go for that. No, thank you, sir. I appreciate the offer. I'm gonna politely decline. Goes for the K4 in the vertical. Oh, neg G. And what are we doing? Well, we're gonna turn fight. Yeah, not a problem with this thing. G.56, even with raised flaps, it doesn't really matter. It's surprisingly maneuverable. It's just an all-around good plane. You've unlocked it, but not spaded it. Now's a really good time to do so. After all, not only do you have a lot of planes to attack down low, but talismans are 50% off right now with the Christmas sale. Now's a good time to get talismans at a good price. And of course, narwhals are a lot more fun. They're so much more fun to fight against now that they've gotten a proper air start or air spawn. Good on Gaijin for fixing that, because the narwhals weren't that good to play against, but now they're really fun. They're really fun to engage, especially when you get a handful of them like we did earlier in this game. We had 3 of them that climbed up at our altitude, and it was a lot of fun. Game number 2, 3 kills. We got pulled in 74,000 silver lines. All in all, a good match. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care, guys.